So, now what? What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on, Basement Dweller? Guys, I'm up here in Forest Lake visiting the video game store in the far north. Where is the laser? I want the laser. This sucks. Can't stop it. So you gotta punch it. Yeah. Gaming in the early 90s. Best known for getting us excited for two of the biggest flops of the decade. Virtual reality. We'll get to that at another time. And interactive CD-ROM technology.
An interactive CD-ROM!
Interactive TV, Jack. Wave of the future. Huh?
At this time, the 16-bit era was still in full swing, and people like Electronic Arts founder Trip Hawkins were ready to take gaming to the next level. In 1991, the 3DO company was founded. The business model for this gaming console was strange, to say the least. 3DO partnered up with LG, Panasonic, AT&T, MCA, Time Warner, and his own company, EA, and allowed the partner companies to manufacture the consoles. The result was a variety of different 3DO consoles which released in 1993. I myself have the Gold Star 3DO. Now, these guys ran about $500 to $700 MSRP when they first came out. And for that price, aren't you glad they went for the VCR on top of the tube TV look? Yeah, you would think that with this cutting-edge technology, they would have thought to give it a little bit of style, but that's just the tip of the iceberg in this poster child of failure. The biggest problem? You mean besides the fact there's only one controller port, so if you want to play with multiple players, you have to daisy-chain your controllers together? It's the games. And I don't mean all the games, just the ones that were exclusive to the 3DO. These games are ass. I mean, they are terrible. Don't believe me? Let's take a look at them. Let's start with Oceans Below. Cool. I bet with the power of interactive TV, we can feel like we're right there, scuba diving in the undersea world off the coast of the Galapagos Islands.
During our years as dive masters, we have always enjoyed sharing the beauty and power of the ocean.
Join us as we venture to some of the world.
Okay.
There are many oceans we can explore which are shown on this map. Select one area now or select the magnifying glass image at the bottom of the screen for an index of dive.
Okay, Galapagos Islands.
We've arrived in the Galapagos Islands, not your average tourist destination.
Isn't there supposed to be video in this game?
Now that we're in the water, stay relaxed and swim
here's a
slowly
video.
and easily. Water is dense and has a lot of resistance, so remain streamlined as you move through. Now that we've made it down safely, press the left or right shift key on the top of the controller and then move the thumb pad to take a look around.
Wow!
You can get more
How
details about
interactive.
things you
It's like
see
they made a game
by
out of the
passing
exhibit
cursor
buttons
over
at the
them.
zoo.
If a small dive mask appears, select the item with the A button so you can see and learn more. Don't forget to keep an eye out for lost treasure.
And wow, I can collect treasure? It's like they made a half-assed last-minute attempt to make a game out of a slideshow. Or supposedly I can collect treasure. Can I click here? No. Oh wait, yeah, I guess I can click here.
Farther yet reads the inscription on this real, one of Spain's celebrated pieces of eight. On one side is a cross, On the other side are waves symbolizing the Atlantic Ocean.
Is there any reason to collect any of this? It's like I'm playing a hidden object game, but everything's in plain sight and there's no reason to collect any of it.
You found a watch chain. Perhaps the watch casing is nearby. This one is shorter than they usually were.
Ooh, you're going all out to keep the players interested, aren't you?
Let's give these scalloped-nosed hammerhead sharks wide berth. They have a record of attacking humans.
Good! I want them to attack! I want something to happen in this game! I want to feel like I'm actually playing something! Seriously, this is one of the most boring games I've had to sit through. It hardly even counts as a game. It tries to be a game, but really, this is like someone making an interactive adventure of their vacation slides. Even if there wasn't ridiculous load times between each transition, this is one of the most tedious games to play. I'm wondering who this was even made for. Some might say that this is less of a game and more of an educational program for schools. Yeah, because remember all those 3DOs filling up the computer lab at school? Can you imagine dropping $500,000 on this cutting-edge system only to see exclusive content like this? Alright, enough of that. Here's Off-World Interceptor.
If we die, I want you guys to know I love you all, man. And if we live to this,
And after sitting through Oceans Below, it's refreshing to see some actual live action. But what's with the Mystery Science Theater knockoff? Why are we watching the story with these two guys? Did the game makers realize that their live action was terrible and just decided, yeah, it was meant to be bad. That's what we were planning all along. I mean, maybe they were. It's just so bizarre because this really has nothing to do with the game. And I mean nothing. The actual game itself is just a racing shooter. Not terrible, not great, only memorable because of the strange choice for live action footage. Also, I should note that this is not a 3DO exclusive. A much better looking version of this game was also released on the much more affordable Sony PlayStation and Sega Saturn. Alright, let's move on to Cyberdillo. This is one of the strangest first-person shooter games I have ever played.
If it hadn't been for Cyberdillo, I'd been a roadkill a long time ago. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Hit by a big car, Cyberdillo.
Look at the menu screen! What the hell's going on in the background? At least the game is nice enough to teach you how to play when you start it. Find the objects, health, shield, and radar, special weapons, ammo, and health and shield regens, and a blinding bone flute. Okay. This will give you the runs. Find a bathroom to relieve yourself or die of embarrassment. God. So we're playing Doom, or Wolfenstein, if it was created by Jerry Garcia's acid-induced nightmare. It is an armadillo throwing plungers at eggs and things like eyeballs, shoes, and walking spray cans. One problem with this game, besides the obvious, is that it's way too easy. Unless you do it on purpose, you will not die. Health jumps out at you like, well, grasshoppers. So, we're forced to progress into this psychedelic madness just to see what they throw at you next. It's pretty obvious what they were smoking when they made this, but good God, what was it laced with? It's not a terrible game, it's just freaking weird. Next game, Gritters.
For centuries, mankind has been depleting the Earth's natural resources.
Oh great, another Save the Planet game. Folks, in the 90s, these were everywhere. It's like everything geared towards television and gaming was trying to capitalize off the environmental movement. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of messages throughout this whole thing.
My last paycheck. Hey, what's this note? Wow, there's something in the basement. Who's this Sandra? I gotta check this out.
Or not. It's just a puzzle game. And a confusing one. Am I supposed to be going down to the basement? Why am I playing with blocks?
Digital.
Digital? Is that like cool in the future? Or like wizard in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away? Alright, so here's what I've gathered. You need to resurrect your dog and collect these pieces to keep your life up. And get these green blocks to roll over the exit in order to get it open, I think. Or maybe stop the green blocks so they drop that green thing? I don't know. All I know is this game is hard to control, has a timer, has blocks that you can sometimes stop, and sometimes not. It changes the rules just when you think you understand them. In my opinion, not very digital. Alright, next game. Hey folks, have you ever wanted to play a game with dirty digitized live action video, horrible hammy acting, ungodly long loading times, and the worst hit detection you've ever seen? Well, look no further. I have Who Shot Johnny Rock from American Laser Games. American Laser Games.
There's someone to see you, boss.
As soon as I saw her, I knew she was trouble.
I'm in trouble, and I need your help.
Then I made my first mistake.
Yeah, deciding to play this.
Telegram for you, boss.
Oh, God. What? I didn't kill him? Look at that. I unloaded how many rounds into him, and I'm the one who died. You need to shoot at the absolute right time. Too early? It doesn't count. Too late? He's already shot you. And it's like you never even pulled out your gun. It's like trying to activate the traps in Night Trap, but with even less of a reaction time. And when you die, you wake up to this dumbass doctor who will make several comments that are on a loop. He'll revive you until you run out of money. Then you're SOL.
Telegram for you, boss.
Wow. Look at how fluid that transition was. It's like I really shot
I
him.
want you to find out who it was. Johnny and I, you can call me Red, we were going to be married. Johnny had the goods on somebody. I want you to find them.
I asked if she was followed.
Really? One actually has flowers and the other a gun?
I asked if she was... She said she didn't think so. Besides, how do you turn down a dame that gives you roses?
The key to the mystery will be found in Johnny's safe.
What? That's bullshit! I shot him before he even got a round off!
How does it feel to lose it?
Okay, let's do this right. And there's another guy behind him? You can't even see him until he starts shooting! My God, this is awful! Oh, and look at this amazing stage select. This looks like the stage select in the Homestar Runner game. What's even worse, it uses up your ammo to select where you want to go. You need every last bullet to survive these encounters, so to have to use your ammo just to go to the next stage, that's some pretty sadistic programming.
Cheese. You remind me of Swiss cheese.
Oh, shut up. I am seriously trying as hard as I can. I can't shoot anything in time. And to add insult to injury, they throw innocents in the way, just in case you're getting a little too trigger happy. But you have to, because they give you no time to react. And it's not in the same order each time you encounter them. Sometimes the gunmen come first, and sometimes it's the innocent. This game is impossible! This is one of the worst shooters I've ever played. Now, I know you're supposed to use a gun for this game, and I don't have the gun for the 3DO. But even with the controller, it's too hard, and it's difficult for all the wrong reasons. No matter what stage you are playing, you need to have the reaction speed of a robot to get anywhere in this game. Don't believe me? I dare you to try it. You'll be trying to shoot your doctor and Undertaker within 10 minutes. Next game, Bazooka Tone. Hey, this looks kind of promising. Good graphics, good play control, good sound. Alright, we might have actually found a good 3DO game. It's kind of hard. Well, with a little bit of practice. I did hit continue, right? Why did it take me back to the home screen? Okay, seriously. You can't kill any of these zombies without taking damage. I mean, look at that. What else can I do? If I try to ignore the zombies, their heads go into the ground and spawn new zombies. Because that's how zombies work, right? But bad zombie lore is the least of this game's problems. I can't even get past the first level. I mean, look at this. And even if I could get past it, I don't think it's worth it because the continue screen doesn't seem to work. Oh wait, I have to select Hell in order to continue. Why would you not make the default selection continue? What if I took the time to get through this pile of ass and accidentally selected the home screen? Home, Hell. No matter what you pick, you will be in hell with this game. I've heard that this was also released on the PlayStation and that it was far superior in the sense that everything worked and you could actually kill things without taking damage each time. I don't own this for PlayStation, so I can't know for sure if it's any better. And this leads me into one of the biggest problems with the 3DO library. Anything worth playing on this system was also available in superior versions on PC, PlayStation, Saturn, and Nintendo 64. While it's true this system did come out before those other graphics-intensive systems, the price tag scared most people away. Because of this, 3DO was unable to build a player base like Sony. And by the time Sony and the Nintendo 64 and the Saturn came out, any good game that was available on the 3DO was also available on these more popular systems. And by the end of the decade, the inevitable happened. 3DO folded and became a distant memory left behind in the 1990s. It was a strange system that had some of the strangest games I've ever seen. And there are plenty more batshit insane games released for this system, but I can only show you what I currently own. And as I continue accumulating these gems, I'm sure I'll be there to share them with you in the future. See you next time, Basement Dwellers.